farm up those camps, control. Tend to get to this mid tower, but
Teams even going to think about taking the fight because Liquid still have multiple members nearby. The Global Silence was used price. They're going to move on forward into the river. Insania does end up dropping a double kill for Yuragi, and they're going to play the distance as well. Zai utilizing the black hole, but the fault there for the Requiem, but it's just not enough damage. There's now OG. They can go back in for the finishing blow. A side step to the right and a TP out, but it will be stopped short. Misha, beautiful use of him to the other side of the map. They might be eyeing up Natsu though. Tiger Yuragi, even a Mar nearby. All his men are completely drained, but they're all in thunder to close the distance as well as Yuragi pumping the damage. Beautifully done from OG. Just Yuragi making sure he doesn't get close enough for the potential Dismember turnaround. But Liquid, they can't even take the team fight now. Global Silence going to enable them to go on for more as Amar into the middle. Will target down Insania off the left side. Yuragi cleans up the second support. And OG, they're not even done just yet. They got a glimpse of Zai out of the T2 tower, and they'll drag him back to his own death. And OG fight all five, and now they can get some objectives afterwards.
lanes are pushed in.
Tangling his life.
Unparalleled.
Yuragi is even going to jump to the backline as well, straight on top of Mantu. Goes out of the hook, and Amar wants to go forward for more. He's stuck inside the cogs, a very awkward position for the Bengali to be, but they just don't have the right click damage to bring him down and off to the northern side as BZM finds an opening for the lasso. Yuragi's now going to commit on forward for more. An easy kill for BZM to find. He doesn't need more members to move on to help with that.
You could tell that Zai, in a normal game, he would have loved to go for the black hole in that situation. But again, Tiger just positioning perfectly with the Force Staff, with the Tumbler's Toy, making sure that he's never in a position to get easily picked off, and he would have been on point.
They were able to slow down Martu, was his laning stage on the Pangolier. So yeah, very, very impressed with what Amar's done. They can get the kill onto Tiger, but they're unable to do so. A black hole stopped short thanks to the Global Silence. They've been able to split up the fight. Fox is going to look to move in, trying to protect the punch, but they won't be able to do so fast enough as now they can clean up. The crew has arrived as Mickey will try and get as much damage out as possible. BZM will fly up onto the high ground, and OG, they're just playing the distance, waiting for the magic immunity to expire, and as soon as it does, they'll go in for the finishing blow. Another 5-man wipe as OG lose no one.
OG Teamfight Dota is just next level, man. Pubs and, well, let's see how teams are going to look to be able to respond to this. Have they abandoned the smoke? It seems like it.
This is huge, man. Yuragi out of the example. Look at Liquid going to work. Oh, the mud.
Is he going to live?
Yuragi goes down. Oh my, what a way to re-enter Yuragi. Drops the Orchard, and this is what I wanted to bring up. Like, I wanted a chance to say, like, the players have forgotten everything, man. But Liquid did not forget.
Feels like whoever gets the jump is the one that's going to be more advantageous position here. Look, this, they might run into Zai first. Nope.
Zai cannot go down. They need the man with the black hole. They're going to jump Mickey instead. The lasso's not going to provide them enough, but so with the damage coming through to the right side, Yuragi's able to clean up Zai in the Enigma. Mickey's going to try and stand his ground off the back of the BKB, but OG are doing such an incredible job to kite the Shadow Fiend, and now they can go back in, pouncing on the opportunities. The Global Silence will cover them as well as OG find 4 and soon to be a wipe. Marcher will bring one person into the grave, but OG can now look to go towards the pit.
This feels like, oh, they were able to steal the gem back. Okay, so they might find Matu here. They see the creep camp going down. If they can find the pick off, but able to blink back fast enough. They're playing against that tiny division.
Foxy's nearby to be able to counter initiate. Mickey off to the left side as well. It's going to try and get into the middle, but the Global Silence stops the Requiem short, and an OG will turn to deal with Matu afterwards. He's not done just yet. Gonna try and block up the path. A great use of it will not matter. Zai still attempting with the black hole. It's a pretty decent ultimate, clipping onto 2 with the full damage. Zai is able to hit back. They'll even buy back on Insania as well to see if they can catch some more members of OG. But Yuragi just cleans up one, goes for the final member, an ultra kill for the Templar Assassin. What a fight for OG in the end.
And Misha even able to get all the way back to base without even popping the Nature's Attendant, so that Death Ward being used with the Maledict, not enough to be able to take him down. It was an admirable attempt. I feel like they needed to get something out of that black hole, but it was when the SF and the Pudge were both in the graves, so there was no chance to get a good one. It was a nice use of the hook shot as well to try and disrupt this one a little bit, but just that silence coming through, able to take down Mar2 from 100 to 0. Absolutely no response.
Is out.
What's Jiragi doing here alone? They have the Requiem peek at me. He doesn't have it. Mika's gonna try and charge up the ultimate, the cogs to block out the escape. What's Jiragi doing alone there?
Gonna try and scout out where BZM is looking to farm as well. They might
Clean. Let's see if they can take a fight. Now, you really want to force an engagement with a double damage rune, and they might be able to onto Jiragi. But Tumberman again finds an opening, but a global sound's gonna stop it short.
They're pinging Zai.
Single bring off already. He's gonna look to jump in and use it. So for BZM for the swashbuckle. The lucky dashes the Boxy. And he's got the rebuttal. A cogs to hold him into place. Mickey needs to start to stack up the right click damage, but again, the bash of the swashbuckle. Amar covers the retreat perfectly.
And Amar again in these team fights, dude. He's way too good. The instant the Hurricane Pike to be able to get himself to safety.
Tiger's the main man. Tiger's the main man if they can get him. Really far in the forward here. Rocket Flare's going to be able to scout him out. Gaze compromised as well. It's in a really tricky position for the Shadow Fiend. Just slowly ticking down. Meanwhile, Jiragi assassinates Boxy as well. Mickey's going to try and turn. Stacking up the damage. They're going to jump into the middle, but they're getting carded for the moment. Up to the northern side, but Tumberman is alone. He needs the boy to be able to help out. A bash from Amar. Trying to get some distance away, but they'll still be able to bring down the pan clear. Great timing with the BKB from Jiragi. He's going to try and stand toe-to-toe. He'll be okay with at the moment. Off to the right side, the Tumberman might be able to drag BZM to the grave with him. So OG completely isolated. Just multiple team fights breaking out simultaneously, and somehow Liquid come out on top. What a crazy fight. So messy.
The telescope, lower cooldown. Gonna throw Nisha up here first. He's barely tanking.
The wall drop instantly. Amar's gonna drive up to the high ground as well as Jiragi. Just assassinates one of the members, but they're completely split. They've been able to deal with Amar. First use of the global silence. They've got a second one ready to go. Tumberman as well. Another dismember into the middle. Onto BZM. Mickey just posturing on the high ground with the right clicks. Raining down. He's gonna look to buy back on BZM and get back in the middle to fight his eye. Black hole. Where's the counter? They're not gonna have it. And BKB will hold the back.
Just a little late.
Whoa! They've got the damage. Mickey starting to pummel into the TA. Back into the lane. They go Tumberman. A dieback onto the Batrider, and Liquid are doing it. 3 down. No buybacks, and they can walk it down. They got a DD. That's game.
Oh my god.
Liquid just did it. Oh my.
No, don't put it past OG. We've seen them come back from worse. The support duos have done it in the past. Tiger, here we go. They're just going to go straight for the tier 4s, testing if TA has the buyback. He doesn't.
Are fortified. Radiant's
We
middle
just brought out for the MKB. They're trying to address this big item from Mickey's butterfly. Amar up in 3, but what can he really do? The Tumberman can instantly answer the Rolling Thunder with his own dismember, so it's just going to be up to the swashbuckle. Looking to get lucky.
Gotta be a little careful. I mean, Misha.
A lot of damage.
Yeah, he's doing a lot on his own. That's what I'm talking about. Never count OG out.
Alright. Tumberman's in there. Onto Misha, 4-star, getting him out of the road AoE. They need the right clicks though, and again the lucky shot. Paying off huge here. 10 seconds until the TA's alive. The Cogs up, groups them up. And now with the global silence follow-up, Mickey can turn, stand his ground, a BKB Satanic, Mickey's okay. But still, time, space created. You're back alive, but the throne's exposed. They're gonna try to inside. He's got a buyback to potentially rejoin, but he won't be fast enough for Jiragi. Melts through Boxy's life as well. They're guiding out to the right side. It's not too strong. Drags back one. Mickey Satanic gonna let him escape. Double 4-star further into the middle to fight. Requiem buying some time as well. Just go for the throw. Go for the juggler. Go for the final building. They don't have to damage.
Can Insania do it?
They've done it. Jiragi holds him down. Big Zai will break in, and the throne still explodes.
Bit coming through from Mickey though. He'll be able to get this stack off on his way towards securing the power rune. Just out of range with that sentry, I believe, to being able to claim the.
Radiant's middle tower is under
I don't
attack.
know if they have the damage here.
See, BT's going to be playing with the potential of the RP. Uragi's even going to look to TP in as well. Okay, protected with a snowball only for a moment, but that protection is enough, and he's now going to try and stand his ground to beat onto another. Mickey might get the triple kill again, because all the goons from Liquid have shown up. 3 members going down from OG, spilling blood in the river.
Yeah, and just playing around that rune. Uragi, you're committing pretty heavily for this. Just a little low on mana, unfortunately, for Boxy. Although tag team just coming up, but the slow knocking cog to the OG machine.
Oh no. They're trying to take him down. Shards a beautiful placement from Boxy with the rotation. Are they going to be fast enough? Martu activates the exorcism. BZM and the Tempest double. I don't think it's going to be enough. BZM tries to play around with the RP. Skewer back as well to get the kill.
This is under an
He's
exo.
going to sacrifice his own life as Martu is more than capable. Another charging on forward. He might even go for another. Does he stop with the T2 tower? He will not do that as Martu wants the ultra, but he doesn't have the damage to find the kill on Tamisha.
Still, though, great early game coming through, and all the while it's in.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, they scout out the blink as well from BZM.
Yeah, all the spiders, even just getting a few of those little bites, you know, the baby bites coming through from the spiders, disabling the blink dagger, making sure you're not going to get that reposition on side.
What a damage onto the Thunderman to start. But an even better shots once again from Boxy. Misha will try and knock the Tombstone down, but off to the right side. Boxy and Martu, they'll switch their attention over towards the Earthshaker. Uragi's trying to get some damage out, but it's just not enough. Oh, what a use himself. BZM. Oh, the Requiem timing from Mickey as well. The use was perfect. He went for a jump in, tried to find the opening. But just too quick on the fingers is the old man Martu.
Will they get back to safety? Found me.
Tombstone's gonna get laid down, but Liquid just instantly address. Now they can go over the kills onto the heroes instead. BZM's trying to find an angle in, and RP onto 2, Tiger with the 4. Doesn't have the fissure though, but still with the damage is getting rained down. They'll be able to deal with the Wraith Pact in OG. Do they want to try and chase for more? They will unfortunately not catch up to Mickey.
Zai, again, being that observer ward. Going to be the one to catch out a lot of these smokes, and he's actually found out Misha. Probably the target.
Caught him. BZM, can he follow up? A free pathing for the brew, but the skewer up. They might need the RP, and BZM utilizing the region to get the mana required to hold him in place, but the rest of Liquid is just right-clicking. Forced a team fight here, but they might be a little bit too late to keep Zai alive. They'll end up losing the Broodmother. Off to the left side as well. Amar soloing Martu down at the moment. They need to respect the Razor, but as soon as the beacon expires, Mickey's just going to force stuff himself into the middle, cleaning up Amar's life.
Tiger going to go for the full-on retreat then as well. He's making sure that he's got the avenue to get the instant blink out, not having to wait for the turn. He does just that.
Went to Mickey first. This double pretty important for the extra damage, and BZM's just off the mark as well. An incredible force staff gets Liquid out of danger. Got a really good ward nearby from OG. They're going to be cautious if they group up. They're almost at the ready from BZM. In fact, it's going to be Tiger that starts. Onto Boxy's task. Another figures again from Martu. Holding down the Magnus with the right click damage. Amar's going to be in with the disarm. So BZM will be able to skewer back to the right side, but it's not enough as Zai's able to secure the kill. And now Mickey once again onto Amar. He tries to steal as much damage as possible, but Mickey's just too farmed. The MKB coming through huge as Mickey gets a killing spree. And now they should be able to firmly secure the Roche for Liquid.
4 minutes left on that buyback timer. A couple of siege creeps assisting this push.
It really feels like it needs to be a fissure to enable BZM to jump in. He might have to be Kibby as well. We've seen prior. There's the fissure, and there's the jump, and again the skills off the mark. Now you got free time, normally the fissure's on cooldown, so Mickey can start to deal with the Tombstone. Disarms the first time, great use of the Satanic, and the kick away. Amar chopped into the middle. Mickey back up to full health and in fighting shape. Amar's going to try and stand his ground. He's got a lot of damage away from the Shadow King, but he does have the boys playing behind him with the moment into a BZM. Gets the angle. Echo slam for the fall as well. Liquid have lost 2, but Mickey off the back of the respawn. Charging to the middle. The Requiem's not going to provide them too much. It will give them an opportunity to deal with the barracks and get out.
Dire's bottom tower.
All lanes pushed in. You give up a lot, but it was the perfect RP into a pretty damn good echo as well.
Dire's
Might get died.
Give up your life for free.
Like you don't. Insane is going to try and reposition with a cookie. Mickey's still got BKB to work with. Oh my lord, Misha can't face check this man as Mickey's out. Insania might escape as well, but Gleepney just fast enough to stop the Snapfire in his tracks. But OG up against it now with the Megas.
The Mega Creeps and the full roster of Liquid have a BKB. You can't afford to put your body on the front lines.
So they're positioned against this tough Scepter. And they're just going to force the issue. One of McKiss is getting laid down as well, just trying to stop the Blink Daggers. Misha's in the thick of it all. He's somehow still alive with the buildings. They're not having as fun of a time. The Zai goes in. RP is going to be there from BZM for the instant save from Boxy. Skewer out to the right side. They've been able to kill off Matumba, man. They need to get onto Uragi, but they haven't been able to do so. Some buybacks are there. Zai off to the right side. Still hold him down though with the Gleepney. Waves are falling though. Liquid, they've lost 3. A decent ult from OG and all the chaos. Multiple fights breaking out, and OG will still live to sing another day thanks to the buybacks. Be cautious though, this is not a high ground. You want to charge up to Nikkei. Beautiful use of the Requiem, and a choke point like that. No response as BZM and Amar get sent packing.
Yeah, and they're not even going to be able to get anything out of this, unfortunately, for OG fans. They're stuck inside their base. These Mega Creeps, even an Arquad, and one of the better heroes at being able to deal with it, too far forward. Any buybacks used in that previous engagement. Spin a snare, cutting off the avenues to leave the base.
Uragi's so close to 25. With a little bit of experience. The kiss is down. Kickbacks with a jump onto BZM. They're going to try and target him with the Magnus in a moment. He's been able to score. Oh no, the RP from BZM. He's got a second one to utilize, but he needs some mana, so a trip back to base will help out. She will still end up going down. Foxy's going to be in once again. Another kick. Amar. There's no one else in right. I know he's going to find an opening though. A pretty big ult for the second round off the RP. They're going to drag him closer to Uragi. But Mickey wants to protect him with the use of the Requiem. Send them all back inside the base, and the throne's just falling too fast. OG will not have a response to tie up this series. It's a big second nut victory for Liquid.
They do, even sealing them inside the base with that spinner snare, making sure that there was going to be no engagements coming through. What a great performance by Liquid. Once again, fast Dota seems